beautiful people. How are you doing? I hope you guys are having an amazing, beautiful day, evening, whatever time you are enjoying this video. Hello, I need to introduce myself again. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Janae Holmes. This particular channel is all about my weight loss journey, working in the corporate world as an HR facility manager, and just lifestyle in general. However, your girl has been missing for like 2 months. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know why I've been, well, I know why, and I'll explain it in this video. But I am here with a Q&A because I figured that is the perfect way to get back into this YouTube thing. Since I have been missing for a while, I also have some new subscribers during that time that I was off. So I figured, hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about where girl, sip some tea. Tell us the 411, where have you been? So let's get started with this Q&A. If you are not following me on Instagram, you definitely should be, because I went on there and I asked you guys to give me some questions for this Q&A so that I can answer the things that are pressing, the things that you guys want to know. And so that's what we are doing today. So I have all of my questions here, and I am going to start with this one. How are you doing? And I appreciate you for asking. I'm going to answer this one first because this is actually going to kind of tie into where I have been. So I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, girl has been struggling, y'all. I lost a friend that had a heart attack. I lost my dog in the last 2 months, in the last couple months, and I've just been struggling to get back on track. I've been struggling financially. There have just been so many levels of things that have been happening that have kept me in this very like anxious kind of high stress season. And I am doing good. I am pushing through. I am connecting deeper with God through this process. I am leaning on Him with all His understanding to know what my next steps are. So I'm doing okay, but it has been difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's been difficult just trying to get back on track and be the best version of myself possible. But we are working it out. All right, so I'm gonna hop into some of you guys' questions. This question is from Shelly123 times 3. She says, how many days a week do you train for how many days a week did you train when you first started? Thank you. So when I first started, I probably worked out about 5 to 6 days a week, but that was walking. When I first started, that's all I focused on, was walking on the treadmill. And my goal was to get up to 30 minutes. Then my goal was to get up to 45. And then I was trying to walk for anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour. So because I was overweight, I was dealing with back issues and knee issues, I didn't want to start. Well, first of all, I wasn't educated in weightlifting at that time. And so I knew that I didn't want to do anything too strenuous. I knew I wanted to get some of the weight off. And so my goal when I first started was walking, and I started with about 30 minutes per day. And I think when I first started, like I said, I was doing about 5 to 6 days a week because your girl was on a mission, y'all. I was on a mission. All right. This is Susan from Trinidad. She says, I've been following you. Can you share with us what you eat for a day? I am going to try and do a video of what I eat in a day, but I'm going to be honest. I am not the person that necessarily eats the same thing every day. So if I show you what I eat in a day for one video, it's probably going to look completely different in the next video, because I do grocery shop with the seasons. When I go to the grocery store, I'm walking through the produce aisle. I want to see what's fresh. I want to see what's there. When I go to the meat aisle, I want to see what's fresh. I want to see what's there. So my meals and things like that do vary. They do change. But I am definitely willing to do a video where I show you guys what I eat in a day. Miss Susan from Trinidad again. She said, can you explain to us how you continue to keep moving despite the loss? And I'm assuming she's meaning the loss of everything that I've been dealing with lately. And to be honest with you, it was difficult to continue to push through. There were days where I knew I had to push through because I knew that I needed that energy. I knew that I needed to feel good. And I knew that working out or getting my body moving would do that. But there were also days that I had to give myself grace where the grief of losing loved ones, of losing my pet was heavy. And so I had to take those days and deal with myself emotionally instead of trying to push myself through a physical activity. So there were days that I just gave myself grace, but then there were days where I knew I needed to move my body to give me that energy, to give me that feeling, that kind of euphoric feeling when you get a good workout in, you get the blood pumping. I knew that I needed that on certain days. So certain days I just pushed through. But I think what I love about consistency is consistency doesn't mean that you have to do something every single day. Consistency means that you're doing it consistently. Meaning if you work out every 2 days, if you work out every other day, if it's always getting back on track. And that's what I think about being consistent. If you can get back on track when you fell off, when you missed a day or whatever, that's what makes you consistent. So I think being consistent, being disciplined is what really helped me to keep going through those moments. It was difficult, but I did it, and you can do it too. Next question is from Priscilla. She says, how do you stay motivated? I am not motivated every day. And I mentioned this on my Instagram quite a bit because I get this question a lot where people are always asking, how do you stay motivated? Guess what, y'all? You will not be motivated every day. This journey is really about consistency and discipline. Because if I wasn't disciplined to get up and move my body, I would be right where I was 4 years ago at 391 pounds because I didn't have the discipline then. And if I didn't have it now, that's where I would be. And so for me, it has been creating a habit of moving my body every day. So for me, that has been pretty much working out around the same time every day. Basically between 4 and 6 a.m., I am working out at some point in that time frame. My body knows it. My body craves it at that time. And then on those days where I'm not working out, my body still has that natural body clock where I am still up around that time. And so a lot of times if I'm in a funk and I'm willing to talk myself out of working out, I am up at the time where I should be working out. And so there is always that voice that is like, you can do 30 minutes. And I always have been like that since the beginning. You can do 30 minutes. We spend 30 minutes on our phones. We spend 30 minutes watching YouTube channel. We spend 30 minutes just doing nothing. So I figure at least do 30 minutes and allow your body to just get into it for 30 minutes. And a lot of times I end up doing a lot longer. So my thing is just be consistent, create that discipline, create that habit, because that's what's going to help you get through those days where you don't feel motivated, but you know you still got to push through. So you will not always be motivated, but if you are disciplined, if you are consistent, if you build that habit, you can do it. I promise you. I promise you, you can do it, because you're speaking to someone right now who was not that person a few years ago. Look at her now. Okay? Someone asks, where do you buy your high-waisted training pants? So the places that I absolutely love that I think have great high waist, high compression workout leggings are the Highest, which also used to be Bash Fit. I love, 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 love their leggings. Women's Best, great high-waisted leggings. Fabletics, great high-waisted leggings. And on occasion, I will get leggings from Old Navy, but for the most part, the Highest, Fabletics, and Women's Best are probably like the top 3 places that I have found that are great compression and high-waisted. Those are the ones that I've been using currently, but I'm always open for other suggestions. So if you guys have suggestions of different leggings that you absolutely love, drop it in a comment. Let us all know, because I do want to try some different leggings. Next question. Do you recommend creatine? Not going to say I recommend it because I am actually new at using creatine. I started using creatine several months ago, and I will say I am seeing more muscle definition from using creatine. Your body naturally produces creatine, and it's really good to take it and even take it on your days off because it just gives you additional creatine that your body may be lacking or that your body may need, but it does help in muscle recovery and muscle growth. So can't say I recommend it because I'm still trying it out, still seeing how I like it. There are different brands that I like more than others. But overall, what I can say is I definitely see more muscle definition since I started taking creatine. All right, the next question says, I'm new to lifting. How do you group muscle groups to train? So this is a great question. So as most of you may know, I actually put together my workouts every Sunday. I sit down and I plan my workouts for the week or for the next 2 weeks. And a lot of times I'll usually have a full body, 2 full body days, and then I'll have an upper body day, a lower body day. I'll try and do a cardio day. So on the full body days, of course, as it mentions, I'm doing full body. And then on the upper body days, some weeks I'll substitute my full body days for just another upper body day. And usually if I'm doing my back, I'll tend to do my shoulders. And if I'm doing my chest, I'll do my arms. So I'm doing like chest and biceps, triceps. I'm doing back and shoulders on one day. And then on my leg days, I am doing more quad focused workouts. And then the other days I may do more hamstring glute focused workouts. So that's kind of how I group it up. But I do like to include a full body workout, an upper, a lower, and then a cardio or even a yoga session type day in there as well. Well, always a cardio, but I always try to include like a yoga session, usually on Sundays. That's kind of like my rest day, my day to prepare for the week. And so I use Sundays to do yoga, kind of stretch my body, get my limbs warmed up for a week of weightlifting. Next question. I guess let me see if I'll throw a picture up here. When I posted the Q&A or asking for questions for this Q&A, I was wearing a pair of pants. Everyone loves those pants. They are not, so the question is, are they sweater pants? They're not sweater pants. It is a part of a 2-piece suit. It's from a company called Chic and Curvy Boutique, located in Inglewood, California, or they also have a online boutique as well, Chic and Curvy Boutique. I'm telling y'all, check them out. Their clothes are amazing. I love everything that they have. I do. All right, let us see. All right, next question. Am I married? I am not married. I am actually divorced. I have been divorced for quite a few years now. I was married once upon a time, and right now I am single. So that's that. That's that. Let's see. Next question. How do you stay motivated or consistent when time changes for the weather, or when time changes or the weather for that matter? So this is probably a little bit of I don't want to say it's a great question, but for someone that lives in California, I don't have a great answer probably, because for California, the weather doesn't change that much. We may have some more rainy days. We may have a little bit cooler days, but for the most part, California weather is pretty sunny all the time. With the time change, I would say it doesn't really affect me as much because I do work out in the morning for myself. I think if I worked out in the evening and it got dark a little earlier, I probably would be a little bit of a slump, a little funk, because I don't mind waking up in the morning and it's dark and then seeing the sunrise as I'm working out or something like that. It just feels really good. I will say with the time change, I did have to just make that adjustment in my sleep. I did have to make sure I was still getting my 8 hours and I was still drinking lots of water, just doing those things to make sure that I still was doing the things to assist me in my morning workouts to make sure that I was having that energy that I needed in the morning. So for myself, didn't really affect me that much, but I will say I did make sure I adjusted my sleeping to make sure I was getting those hours. I definitely, just during that time of the year, during any time of the year where there's that time change, I really try and focus on my hydration, because I think that just helps me sleep a little bit better. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, how the best way I can answer that question. Hope I answered that question right. All right, the next question is, sorry for, excuse me, Nia Nicole, and she says, hold on, I'm sorry, I need some water. Y'all, I will put this in my storefront. This is the Simple Modern thermos water bottle. I love it. It just keeps everything so cold. All right, next question. Sorry for your loss, first and foremost. Random question, but wondering your height. I get this question a lot. I am actually 5'11". Yes, I'm almost 6 feet tall, 5'11". Let's see, next question is from Sharina. It says, what are good exercises to do that wouldn't put so much pressure on your knees? So when I first started my journey, I had knee issues and I had to be very careful. A lot of my workouts in the beginning, if you go back to the beginning of my workout in IG on my YouTube channel, you'll see I did a lot of modified work. But some things that I would encourage you to do to build up the muscles around your knees, so that way your knees have more stability. I would do wall sits. I would do calf raises. I would do lying leg raises, where you're kind of lying on your side, and you can do the side leg raises, laying on your back, doing the front leg raises, because the key is to strengthen the muscles around the knee. So wall sits is going to help build your glutes and your quads and your hamstrings. Those calf raises are going to build your calves. Those lying side leg side raises is going to do the inner thigh. Lying on your back leg raises is just going to help. Well, one is going to help your core quite a bit, but it is also going to help your hamstrings and your quads as you're lifting your legs up. So that is the goal that I think you really want to focus on. And also think about using some resistance bands, doing things like putting the band above your knee and doing abductions. Those are really good because that's going to work your inner thigh, it's going to work the outer thigh. Just doing those type of things works amazing. So definitely try those out. What is the most challenging thing you've had to overcome in your journey? I think that I am still in it, and this is going to go into a question that, another question that I had gotten. So I had someone ask, let me see if I can find the question. It says, I know this may sound weird. My question is hard. My question is, how do you accept having a new body? I started from a 3 to 4X and told myself I'm not buying clothes until I hit my goal weight. So I recently tried an XL and I can fit it. In my mind, I still feel like a 3X, 4X. And so when I think about the question of what is the biggest thing I've had to overcome, I want to say that it is that body dysmorphia. I still, even though I know that I've lost over 150 pounds, there is still something about knowing that the 391 pound version of me is still there mentally. And so it took me a long time to buy clothes. It still takes me a long time to buy anything because I still feel like I'm almost like that same size person. However, every day I am trying to build more confidence in who I am today. And so what I've noticed I've started doing is, one, I will go and I started purchasing clothes to replace some of the bigger clothes that I have. So like I recently invested in some jeans, and that was like a crazy experience just to be able to fit in a size 16 jean, which was technically still kind of big so in my thighs are still big. I still have big thighs. Them thighs ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. But my waist is a little bit smaller. And so I noticed that I can't go down to a 14 because then it's too small in my thighs. So I had to get a 16. But even in that, it was just that moment of like, I'm wearing a 16 when I used to wear a size 28. So to see that difference, it does still affect me a lot, but every day is also a victory when I'm able to go into a store and get a large shirt or a medium shirt. Like I went into Banana Republic and I saw this really cute sweater, and of course when I picked it up I got the 2X. I was like, okay, that's too big. Got the extra large, okay, that's too big. Got the large. I was like, well, the large fits, and I was like, well, let me just see what a medium looks like. And the medium fit perfectly. And it was like, I remember standing in the dressing room and tears were literally rolling down my face because it was like, I could not tell you the last time that I was in a medium anything. And so to know that this journey has got me to a point to where I am able to try on clothes that for so long I thought I would never see again. It's amazing, but at the same time, you do still feel like you're that bigger person because you may have lost the weight, but I think mentally now you've changed physically, and now there is this mental shift that you have to do. And that mental shift takes time because that is a part of you. That who you used to be is still a part of you, but you have to start to mentally shift who you are today and allow those thoughts to take over. So it takes time, but I will say that has been the biggest challenge that I've had so far. How long did it take for you to lose the weight? I started my journey in May of 2019. And since May of 2019, I've been able to lose over 150 pounds. I'm probably closer to 155, 160 pounds at this point. And that, like I said, started in 2019. We are about to end 2023. So I've been on that journey. But I will probably say the major part of my weight loss, the part where I probably hit my 150 pounds, probably took me about 3 years to get there. And that is because I did it slow and steady over time instead of trying to drop it quickly. For me, it was just every day I got up, I moved my body, I tried to do whatever I needed to do to be healthy. So that's what I did. And the final question is, how young are you? So I am actually 46 years old. My birthday is August 25th. I just turned 46, 3 months ago. And yeah, it has been a beautiful journey thus far. I think I actually had one more question. I did. And I just remembered that someone actually texted me this message. And it was, what is a good multivitamin? And I'm going to say that you really need to find a multivitamin that fits your needs. So for someone like myself that is 46 years old, that has, I've had surgery many years ago to where I can't have children. So I have to have things that, so I do have like hormones, certain hormones that are missing. So I got to make sure I'm taking things that give me vitamin D, that, focus on osteoporosis, because I got to make sure that my bones are healthy. I have to make sure that I take multivitamins that are good for women's health, just because even though I may have had surgery years ago, I may not be able to have kids, I still want to make sure that my body is regulating in a simple way. So I think what it is you have to kind of see, okay, well, what is the things that I need? And maybe I'm low iron, or maybe I don't get as much vitamin C as I need. Maybe my immune system is down, because there is such a variety of multivitamins out there for all of us to take. I personally take the Nature's Bounty, their daily vitamin gummies. And just because, one, they're delicious, but then two, they have everything that I need, because I do supplement additional vitamin D by taking a vitamin D tablet. I do supplement additional vitamin C by taking an additional vitamin C tablet, just so that way I can keep my immune system up. So I do those things just because those are things that I prefer. Well, the vitamin D is something that my doctor recommended, but the other items are things that I personally like to do. So I would honestly say find a multivitamin that fits your needs. Think about what is it that you need. Do you, like I mentioned, are you older? Are you younger? Maybe you're looking to have children soon. You need something that has certain like prenatal vitamins in it. Like there are so many things that each woman has. Like each of us has different needs of our bodies. So I would definitely say find a multivitamin that works for you. But the brand that I personally love to use is Nature's Bounty, because I have been using them for years now, and it's just my go-to. But that is my Q&A, beautiful people. I love you. Thank you guys so much for just sticking by me, for just being supportive, for loving on me, for encouraging me, for supporting me, for even sticking around while I have not been posting. Like, it means so much to me that you guys are just still here, and even the response that I got from when I posted just to ask me some questions. You guys just were excited and saying how you've missed the videos. So I really, really appreciate you guys. But I love you. I hope that you enjoyed this Q&A, and please be prepared because y'all have a new vlog coming out soon, and I cannot wait to share that with you guys. But I love you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and y'all know what it is. I will be back. I'll see y'all in a minute. Bye.